Michael bringing Ayavashri Vadhan Prabha on the ground to celebrate with them the FA Cup trophy that they won is the image that you and me have seen it all over the internet. And that is something that you and I will never experience with our own clubs. For the first time in their 137-year almost history, Leicester City has won their first ever FA Cup trophy. Now, FA Cup is a very renowned trophy. I know some clubs don't think that, but FA Cup is the oldest trophy in club football, and Leicester City has won it for the first time. They also broke the Big Six hegemony by winning the Premier League trophy in 2015 and 16 season. After seeing these pictures, this one, and also this one, have you ever seen any club so connected from top to bottom as Leicester City? We are living in a football community where hashtag Glazers out, Kroenke out, then FSG out. These kind of hashtags circulate, and on the other hand, we are seeing Leicester celebrating their FA Cup trophy with the owners, players, managers all together. That hurts. That hurts so much. I really wanted to know what these Leicester City owners were doing right, that we would never get to experience something like that ever. Which is why I did my own research on the topic and found my answer to the question why Leicester City owners are the best at the moment. Without wasting any more time, join me in this fun ride and let's get into the video now. Chapter 1 of today's video is going to be about the history of Leicester City, and I'm not going to get so deep into it like I did with other Big Six clubs. I'm just going to be very brief about it. Leicester City was founded in the year 1884 and they got into the Football League Division 2 in the year 1894. But guess what? They got promoted to Football League Division 1 in the year 1908. They reached 2 FA Cup finals in the year 1961 and 1963. The first trophy that Leicester City ever won was a League Cup, which they won in 1964. They also won 2 more League Cups in the year 1997 and 2000. So overall, they have these 3 League Cups in their trophy cabinet with 1 Premier League trophy. And now they have added this FA Cup trophy to their cabinet too. The starting 2000s were not very good for Leicester City because they were playing in Championship. But guess what? In 2008, they got relegated from Championship and were playing in League 1. But the very next year, they came back to Championship and were playing in Championship till 2013 or 14 season, after which they got promoted to Premier League. And the very next year, they ended up winning the Premier League. You know, something really changed about this club when you think of their 136-year-old history, and they just had 3 trophies till 2000. But now, just look at them now. They have won 1 Premier League trophy, they have won FA Cup, and they're doing pretty well if we compare them. They were playing in Championship a few years back. Now this brings me to chapter 2 of this video, which is the owners of Leicester City. King Power began in the year 1989 by their owner Vichai Shri Vadhan Prabha with 1 retail shop. He was granted the license for Thailand's first duty-free shop. Imagine starting with 1 retail shop and ended up having monopoly over Thailand's duty-free business. Mr. Shri Vadhan Prabha's business was seeing nothing else but success. Let's move on to 2010 when Leicester City was still playing in Championship and there was a 3-year shirt sponsorship deal with King Power. And then eventually Thailand-based King Power ended up buying the English football club Leicester City. Now let's talk about what is it that Leicester's owners are doing right. Number 1, the 2015-16 squad that won the Premier League. All the players got BMW luxury sports car by their owners as a gift to reward their performances and breaking the hegemony of Big Six by winning the Premier League. Number 2, very solid, smart and sensible transfer deals. They sold Ben Chilwell for £50 million and brought Timothy Castagne for £18 million. Sold Riyad Mahrez for £60 million to City and got his replacement James Maddison for £20 million. Sold Harry Maguire for £80 million and got his replacement Soyuncu for just £13 million. Sold Kante and brought in NDD. Their transfers have not just been about spending big bucks, but the transfers have been very sensible and according to the requirement of the team. Now this third point would actually separate them from the other owners of clubs. That is generosity, kindness and respect. It's always these little things that matter the most. They go out of their way to not help just the fans or the players, but the whole community at large. A survey was conducted of 300 English football supporters, and guess what? They voted King Power as the best owners in English Premier League. The first two reasons that I mentioned before, that giving luxury cars or maybe being very nice to the players or good transfer signings, many other club owners have done that. But it's the third reason that separates them completely. After the sad demise of Ayawat Srivadan Prabha's father, it was Ayawat who took over as the chairman of the company King Power. He paid for 75 hotel rooms for a group of fans who got stuck in a storm after they went to support Leicester City's Belgian sister club. Leicester City fans get free match day pint and pie or complimentary scarf or beanie hat. Now these things, they're hardly going to break the bank for these Thai billionaires. But it's always the act of giving, of showing respect, generosity that matters the most. Leicester City welcomed Watford to King Power Stadium for a match, and Ayawat was moved by giant flag tribute by Watford fans, which said, "Thank you Vichai for allowing us all to dream. Rest in peace." Ayawat was so moved by this gesture that he made sure that every Watford fan should get a pint or other halftime refreshment on him. It was a token of respect and thanks that everyone can understand. Now imagine all 3,000 fans attending a away match at Brighton during 2018-19 season were given a beanie hat as a reward for their continued support. West Ham United fans said that Leicester City owners showed real class after they agreed to pay £400,000 to help in the cancer treatment of 3-year-old Hammer supporter. Now can you imagine, Leicester's Children's Hospital is named after these owners. They have spent almost £800,000 towards the restoration of Leicester Cathedral, on which I's birthday free pint and pie is given, and they donate a lot to community charities. Now it's so difficult to imagine our owners doing the same, what these Thai-based owners have done at Leicester City. They have been generous, kind and respectful to not just Leicester City fans but to the community as a whole. And I feel at the end of the day that matters the most. It's always these things that matter the most. Did you know that King Power is doing a lot in terms of football? They have been promoting Thai's youth football in a comprehensive manner. Can you believe they donated 1 million footballs to youth across Thailand? They have been installing international standard artificial grass football pitch for 100 schools. They launched a countrywide campaign called Sport Power that aims to develop football skills of children. They have started a fox hunt project in which they give scholarship to talented Thai youngsters who are trained at Leicester Football Academy. Imagine their contribution towards football, towards youngsters, to develop talents, to give them scholarship, to train them at Leicester Football Academy. Now that is called as long-term planning. They are definitely planning to build something very big at Leicester City. It's not even complete 10 years that they have taken over Leicester, and we can clearly see Leicester developing into a very successful and a big club. It's so difficult to imagine the money-minded owners like Glazers or Kroenke who try to fill their own pockets from the profits of the club. Imagine them contributing towards football or the community. The idea doesn't even cross their mind, which is why we can see fans so angry with these owners, because we can see that they do not have a genuine love to the sport that is football, but just to fill their own pockets and suck money out of the club's profits. I, as a Liverpool supporter, and you as any other club supporter, I am sure will never get to see, experience and feel what Leicester City and their fans and their players and their manager got to experience with these owners. At the end, I would just like to say that we can definitely see in coming years Leicester being one of the big 6 clubs, and also them competing in Champions League, and I won't be surprised if they win it too. Okay, that is it for my today's video. I hope you liked it. On this channel, we try to get deep into the real stories behind football. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Namaste.